This is a story of preservation. I know it's kind of weird in Terraria, but let me tell you a little something. What if I told you I never fought Empress of Light before? The only time I've ever been able to face her is in this Drunk World Seed daytime Empress of Light. Before I'm gonna let him cook, let's give ourselves a little breathing room. Understand the situation a little bit. What are we playing on? I have two clips here that'll help explain a little bit of what world we're playing on. Why am I playing on this world? Both these clips will supplement our understanding of what is happening here. What is this video even about? Hello? Why is this so unhinged? What is happening? Let me give you a little background about this world that I've created. Like I've said, it's a Drunk World Seed. So I've got both Hallow, I've got Corruption, and I've got Crimson over here. All the way back here. I've probably played a total of maybe max 2 months, 2.5 months on this world. Before I started playing, I've only had about 60 hours, and now I'm up to 190 hours. And all of it is just on this one world. You can do the math, but it should add up to around like 120 plus hours. And it took me a very long time to get started because Master Mode is incredibly difficult for somebody like me who's never taken on Terraria on this difficulty level. Again, I've played 60 hours of Terraria in the past. I was playing with somebody. We played on this world for 30, 40 hours, or we played on a world for about 30, 40 hours, and then we just stopped playing. We didn't even get halfway into hard mode before we stopped playing. We just wanted to play something else. But this solo world that I've just been doing it's been a blast. I'll show you a couple highlights from some of the things that have happened. Let me go ahead and sit down while you guys watch this. Get out of here. What the hell, man? No buffs, no nothing. What the fuck is hitting me? What? Why is there two of you? What? Why is there two? Peace. Why? I hate my mounts. Why? What the f? Oh, you're back. I guess you're wondering where the rest of the footage is for all the other bosses that exist in Pre-Hard Mode. Well, you see, Unfortunately, they were all fought at intervals where I had good gear or over-leveled gear, or I was just really lucky. Let me show you the boss fight where I fought them and explain it to you in a sentence per place. The King Slime, who was fought in my arena, spawned in way after Skeletron was defeated, henceforth making the boss really easy. The Cthulhu was fought in the same arena, albeit a little unfinished, but did not yield the difficulty that they were supposed to be fought on. Was that in the sentence? I don't know if that was coherent. I'm never coherent. Brain of Cthulhu was fought using a summon found from summon of the Finch Staff or the Abigail's Flower, in addition to having a fire debuff, which helps with identification of the boss, and I had a good arena. Eat of Worlds was the most difficult boss I've encountered thus far, due to the lack of space and mobility I had trying to even get out of this little tunnel. But once I got to the surface, it wasn't really a problem, and you know, just farmed him. Skeletron was fought at around probably the most even difficulty, but that, with the amount of movement tools I had at my disposal, did not make him a threat to my time, at least. Deerclops was the most surprising boss. I died to him once from a very surprise encounter, as from evidenced by Tombstone. However, once I built an arena and he showed up one time, I accidentally found out a little elevation trick you can use against him, which made this boss fight significantly easier than it should have been. Plus, you know, I definitely over-prepared for him. Finally, the Wall of Flesh, the hard mode. As you can see, the amount of boxes that are here should tell you how many times how many times I've killed him in the span of maybe the same game session. He really was not that hard. And that leads us to hard mode. Not sure if I filmed the footage, but you know, here we go. We're gonna dumpster dive the same time as you guys are gonna discover this. Oh my goodness, that was tough. God damn, nice and easy, baby. Oh. Huh. Wait, is this really cut off? Bro, okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're going to have to retool this this segment. We are changing the name to something else. I don't know, like post Queen Slime encounter or Queen Slime? I don't know. Sure, but we're gonna run with that. We're running that. Oh, Mr. Boss. How hard is it to build an arena? Apparently it's very hard. Wow. Okay. Bucket's trying to keep his distance, use the banana rings, and some of the summons are doing damage to him. However, he does take a hit, but the Burning Confusion does give the percentage dodge chance every time he gets hit by something. He's swinging his hammer wildly. What is happening? He does take a pot here, which means he does have extra max 2 health to be able to survive any of her hits. He does take 1 hit. He has to make sure his movement is perfect, or else if he does take another hit, he goes down, and he does have a chance.
No, it's so close.
Oh, I didn't see you guys there. What's up? I guess you guys caught me building. Not the wrong time, but you know, I'm just building. I guess let me go ahead and sit down here real quick so we can discuss a little bit about. Let's just discuss a little bit about what you guys have seen. It was, I think it was Queen Slime, and the footage was cut off unfortunately, but you know, you guys still saw that I was still able to defeat Queen Slime. I think that should be self-explanatory. However, I think you've seen that I do fail quite a few times. The times that I've shown you were the most interesting ones. The ones that I died to the most were just boring stuff. I didn't die to just mobs in general, as you've seen. And I think that's kind of the gist of Master Mode at this point, where it's not just... Bro, come on, man. Where it's not just bosses that are just harder, it's just everything in general is so much more difficult that you do have to pay attention to what you're doing, what you're dealing with, and what's your plan and stuff like that. With all that said, Queen Slime isn't the only boss in hard mode. I do believe we've still yet to acquaint ourselves with the mech bosses. And I think what's upcoming is going to... Well, I just hope it entertains you. I don't know. I hope it entertains you. Because if it's not, I'm just going to sit in the corner and just cry. Alright, well, while you guys do that, I'm going to go keep building.
I'm so close. Okay. and easy. It's an endurance fight, isn't it? It's an endurance fight. Nice and easy, baby!
Oh man, you guys are back already? Bro, what? I swear you guys had to watch at least 3 bosses. Okay, well, I guess let me just light this place up first, because it's clear as see I'm not 1/10 finished this floating island. You guys are already here, so just light this up and sit on the toilet and let's reflect on, you know, what happened with the mech bosses. Pirates are approaching from the east? I guess we can fight pirates while we're here. Alright, I guess we're fighting pirates, but I don't want to deal with it, so I'm just gonna sit in my little spot here and let them just accumulate on the left side of my screen. So while this is... Okay, we're just gonna zoom in. We're just gonna let them... Did I bring my toilet with me? I didn't bring my toilet. Here, I'm gonna just stand in this little pedestal. There you go. My little dirt pedestal. So over the noise that's happening in the background. So mech bosses, the only real kind of like fight that I've had to like really struggle is, I'm sure you've seen it already, is the twins. And that is primarily because of the amount of movement I've had to kind of exhibit to try and avoid mostly spasmatism. Spasmeister? The spaz guy? I don't know. I forgot his name. But that the green-eyed twin, he does a lot of damage and hurts, and I haven't recorded the rest of the deaths, but I assure you that the gear that I had at that time, I did have to summon him at least 4 or 5 times before I did actually get the dub over him. On the other hand, when it came to his laser twin, he really was no contest. He was really straightforward. I immediately was able to just figure out like, oh, you just keep flying up and you avoid all his lasers, or you know, as long as you're getting some type of elevation, you're chill. After that, I mean, what do we have to talk about? Destroyer, the worm god. So the Destroyer, I mean, with the amount of hearts that he spawns from the little probes, it was very survivable. I just made really dumb mistakes, and it almost cost me that one run. That was the only run that I did getting up to this point from the Destroyer, until I had to farm him a little bit for something else. I don't remember what. That was pretty much it. The run you saw with the Destroyer was that run only. With Skeletron, I had to fight him 2 times. What you saw was the second time. The first time wasn't really recorded because I accidentally summoned him, and I didn't bother to record it because I was just like, I'm just gonna die, it doesn't really matter. But he was pretty much the same AI, right, as Skeletron, so it really just came down to whether or not I could deal with his knockback. And I didn't have any knockback community accessories at the time, which probably would have helped a lot more than any of my other accessories with that fight, besides movement ones, but it is what it is. Looks like the pirate invasion has finished without my input. How cool is that? Let's go check out the damage here. Hello there, buddy. Well, I gathered a good amount of golden things from there, but back to the topic at hand. What was the topic at hand? Honestly, I don't think I can remember. I think I was just talking about Skeletron. Can you stop, please? Thank you. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the mech bosses. For those that are still a little bit unfamiliar with Terraria at this point, basically after the mech bosses, there is a new boss that is unlocked in the jungle, which you will soon see. It is a rather interesting experience considering how many bosses I've fought and died to at this point. Plantera is kind of like a big step in the progression of things. In addition to that, mobs are still kind of a problem if I don't pay attention. You know, the biggest threat to me in this entire game still is just regular mobs being just outrageously strong. However, some of that is going to change a little bit once we get this other boss rolling. I guess we can roll the clip now while I'm building. Yeah, I guess see you guys back here when this island is finished, at least. That was so easy. We're gonna do another one immediately after. We're doing another one. Oh, you guys are here. Welcome back. I'm just creating some grass on this island now because I figured I have the axe of regrowth. I might as well use it. As you can see, I've literally worked on maybe 5% of this island. So you guys really haven't come back to anything substantial. But, you know, I guess this is still something. So, you saw the Plantera fight. You can definitely tell that it really was not as much trouble as I thought it would be. Now, the keen eye view, you guys have probably noticed there's a huge arena that I have built right under the Queen Bee arena. Now, I could have just used that arena, but I decided, I think fighting Plantera, I just wanted to be extra careful. Let's make an extra big arena. And I mean, we can let's go to the on-site, you know, let's go to the historical site of where I fought her. Use her witch's broom, love the broom. Here we are in the jungle. Oh, someone's having a party. So as we delve deep into our jungle. So this is the Queen Bee arena that you guys have seen. Deeper here. Here is the arena that I fought her on. As you can see, I have multiple banners of both. Let's see, what's on here? Hornet, Jungle Bat, Moss Hornet. Moss Hornet is a hard mode version of those little bee things that spawn around in the hive, and honestly they're really annoying, so I'm glad that I have these banners around. A couple of the mobs are here as well, but as you can see, got my thing of honey. I've got the peace candle and a sunflower here to prevent more monster spawns, so I could keep working this arena in peace. These doors, I don't know, man. I couldn't even describe you what justification I had for these doors, but they're here now. So yeah, I dug out an entire floor. We'll talk about that later. It really was overkill, considering half this arena is 99.9% usable for the Plantera fight. But I just went and decided, you know what? I need to fill my entire screen at least, width to width. And I don't know what my justifications are, but you know, I decided screw it. So here we are. This is the Plantera cloak. Oh shoot. Yeah, let's do something different. So why don't we do like a live thing? I don't know. This is just kind of on a whim, honestly. Maybe. What is my justification again? You just want to do it? Man, I don't even remember what I was trying to justify fighting Plantera again. Oh, okay, I remember. I think. I don't know. Future me, is this the reason that I wanted to fight Plantera? No. No. You never came up with any reason, actually. Like you said, all the way, like, I think 2 minutes ago. Right here? You said it was on a whim, man. What is wrong with you? I'm glad that this is on classic mode, my character, because if this was medium core or hardcore, Okay, let's just keep watching. Oh yeah, you see the amount of moss hornets shooting? Like, that's annoying. That's why I have the banner. That's why it exists. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's try it. You know, let's see. Does this warrant? Did I over-prepare? That is the question. Okay, maybe I didn't over-prepare. I think I was missing maybe a whip, maybe some debuffs. I guess I got her to half health. I don't know if that really means anything. Most of the damage was from my mounts though. Well, let's try it again. Very minimal. We're not even fighting in the right arena. We're not even in the right arena. We're fighting in. All right, now we're in the right arena. One half later. Eee! Eee! Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Where's my mouse? To be fair, I am using Witch's Broom, but this could be a substitute for like maybe wings. Okay, well, very minimal buffs. Alright, let's evaluate what just happened here, right? Don't mind my thing here. I'm getting prepared for another bout with that huge guy. So, I am using a non-modified True Excalibur. I do have 4 of these Blade Boys and Girls. I do have Menacing Papyrus Scarab. Destroy Emblem helps too. I'm pretty much is it even nighttime? What time is it? It's not even nighttime. I want to have the day buffs first. Celestial Shell, Putrid Scent, and a Pygmy Necklace. Half of these are on Menacing, so I get 12% damage. I do have both Vanilla Halonite pieces, which increases my summon damage, but also melee. You can see with careful movement and not being stupid, you could reasonably defeat Plantera even with minimal accessories. Minimal in this context because I'm hot trash. Alright, I think her second phase is infinitely easier than her first phase because you can destroy her projectiles. So I guess besides trying to prove to myself really that I could have fought her without 80% of my buffs that I used, I could have just fought her instead like that. I think that was the lesson here. Now, got severely off track. Who's next? We got a jungle key, so that means we're headed right into the temple. So that's where we'll go, and you will see the Golem clip. I don't know. I didn't even, what? I lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm just gonna go build. You guys have fun. Just don't go around here. This toilet is valuable. Sure, it's not really the most hygienic looking one. Oh my god, bro! Mothron! Yes! No! Oh, you guys are on the wrong source. My bad. That was misinput. Misinput. Calm down. You calm the down. It was misinput. Jeez. Huh. Are we gonna have a queen slime situation here? Okay, I fight Golem again. And he's dead. Fast forward. I'm back at the arena. I fight Golem again. Defeated again. He's up for the 4th time. He's down 4th times now. He's up 5 and he's down 5. Okay, you know what? Here, you can have a 10-second compilation. Like right here, like right about now. Oh, you're back? All right, 10 seconds gone. Okay, I guess that was all Golem. We gotta bring this back. We're going back to the drawing board. So, funny story. I was just apparently talking to myself because I forgot to hit record in OBS. And I'll be completely honest, I don't want to fight Golem again because he's kind of boring. With that said, I'll show you in the footage now that I was able to beat Golem, pre-Golem gear and pre-Golem accessories. I'm getting rid of these minions too because they're just leave me alone. Let me put it in a language that you can understand. I defeat Golem. Curse. Moving. Thank you. Okay, I defeat him. So, where does that leave us? That's us right there. So, as you've seen, the Golem clip was pretty trash. It was hot garbage. It was almost as trash as Queen Slime, except Queen Slime actually provided a challenge. This one, as soon as I had the Terra Blade, it was over. It made Golem a piece of cake, and that was not okay. So that's why I had to try and settle the score that I can defeat Golem with the gear and accessories acquired at that time, as well as even with the amount of space I had in the arena. You know, like it's fine, it's whatever. So where does that leave us? Us in the present, that is post Golem clip us. I don't know, frankly. It's kind of difficult because the Golem clip really didn't showcase the struggles I had with going through the temple. It didn't showcase the struggles of trying to set up the arena with limited supplies. I didn't want to go all the way through again. The only thing I could kind of replicate at this stage is fighting Golem without a Terrorblade and without any of the accessories that I can grab post Golem. So what that means for us is, oh, jump scare. It was difficult to showcase difficulty. Does that even make any sense? Whatever. So yeah, now we are in a place where we can go one of 3 ways. From here on out, we could challenge 2 optional bosses, or we could go straight for the finish line. Now, I am a player that wants to enjoy the content as much as possible. If you can imagine playing something like The Legend of Zelda, any other open world adventure game, you bet that I'm going to go do most, if not all, the side quests that I can unlock. Same thing with optional bosses. If I'm going to play the entire game, I am definitely going to try out the optional bosses and beat them if I can. This is where we get to the optional boss that I showed a lot of struggle in. This is where this entire video got its roots from. I need to sit down on the toilet. This is gonna be a little bit of a longish story. That's a nice toilet. Beautiful. So, how do I do? There's a camera mode, right? Yeah, look at that camera mode. All right, so I didn't know you could do camera mode here. It's literally just like, okay, I'll just do camera mode. There we go. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. One of the optional bosses, her name is Empress of Light. Empress of Light is, how about we let Future Me showcase all the clips that I have recorded trying to fight her. You know what? While you guys are looking through that montage, I'm going to go ahead and keep building this island because it's still not fully built. Like, are you kidding me? How have I not built this yet? So that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, another harpy banner. Thank you. Oh! All right, let's fight this motherfucker. It's been a long time coming. Fuck! Oh, what's up, guys? Out of here, man. So you've seen my death montage. Yeah, it was rough. There's not really many things that I could confidently say that I've died and I felt like I made progress. For sure, I can say that dying to Empress of Light daytime, each death gave me a little something that ultimately helped me towards actually being able to conquer Empress Flight. What that would be? Well, the amount of deaths I had, it definitely amounted to just learning how she operates and like the pattern that her attacks go in. And I'm sure for some of you guys that have played Terraria before, or at least been Empress of Light so many times, you've probably already seen I am using a particular strat. You may be thinking, oh, you're using a particular strat. You're saying that you needed to have help overcoming Empress of Light. Yeah, I did. I did. What else do you want? I needed help. I couldn't overcome some challenges. Sometimes you need to look elsewhere. You need to look at how other people beat such a tough boss to see how you can improve on your own gameplay. Now, I used a Terraria YouTubers fail, start over, I guess recommendation of how to beat Empress of Light. Keep trying, and henceforth, I'm stubborn. That and the strategy I like my build, and I want to stick through it. Now, this is post-cut me coming at you live, telling you guys that I talk for way too long. Talk about Empress of Light. The video is already 45 minutes long. I don't need to talk for more to tell you that I struggle. You guys have seen the struggle. So I'm here to tell past me to shut the up. And I'm here to tell you the Sparkdose version of everything. So essentially, what I did was I took tips from a YouTuber named Terrasteel, who coincidentally modified a strat from, I think, a speedrunner or something like that. But essentially, they turned it into a summoner-friendly, hassle-free way of defeating Empress of Light. I, being the melee user that I am, wanted to adapt it for melee, so I did. So what you saw in the video was me adapting the physical melee hybrid build that I had with a strat. And what you will see next is, let's just say that in the name of preservation, in the name of being able to summon Empress of Light 90 plus times, and just this whole story of preservation this whole journey that I've taken you through, this is where it culminates into. Maybe some music in here and there, right? Showing the beginning what I have, what I'm using. All right, who was that? And so I'm going to show you a clip that validates my entire struggle with the Empress of Light and Terraria's Master Mode Drunk World Seed. Enjoy. Then that summer build that was showcased. Oh! Motherfucker I see gets jumped. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I fucking hate this game. That literally doesn't give me any satisfaction. It has to be the day boss. It has to be the fucking day boss. It has to be the day boss. This means nothing. Hello, 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 and what? And welcome back. So, like quick summary, yeah, I defeated her, and it felt great. It felt liberating. It felt like I had finally extinguished my demon, something that has been holding something over me for quite a while. One thing that you've probably seen is that I am using a Xeno staff, which summons these UFO minions rather than the blade staff. Yeah, so I found out what the Martian probe was and promptly flashback. Ah. God damn it, man. Flash forward. Take on the invasion, and then I got a Xeno staff drop. And I decided that, you know what? Xeno staff seems stronger, so I'm gonna use it. It did aid me successfully in defeating Empress Light, so shout out to these little UFO things. I do want to equip this Terra Prisma because it's nice to show proof that I can defeat her. We are at a point of essentially what is next. We've already defeated one of the hardest bosses in the game, and now all we have is just an optional boss and the end of Terraria. The other optional boss, it was fun, but ultimately this Terra Prisma really made it a piece of work, unfortunately. So it wasn't as tough as the hardest boss I had to encounter. You could toss in a little montage of what happens with the optional boss, which is the Duke of Fishron. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, so that was the Duke of Fishron. I didn't really get anything from the Duke of Fishron, unfortunately. It was a fight, just to fight. It wasn't really necessary to fight him, but I just fought him just to fill out the trophy case. Which then leaves us with two of the last bosses to fight in this game, which is the Lunar Cultist and the Moon Lord. You know, just to preface, yeah, Terra Prisma makes quick work, and I did have the gear required to tackle both of them on. Yeah, I'll just let it roll. You guys will see this finished, hopefully. If not, this will be at the end. What? Why? Try to record. I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. I just beat Lunar Cultist in one go. How about let's just skip the Lunar Pillars, because everyone knows Lunar Pillars are... And why don't we just skip straight to the Moon Lord? The final boss that we've been waiting for. Let's get it. From the left.
We avoided that. We don't avoid the rest of it. All right, whatever. This is bloody fantastic! This is fantastic! Let's go, baby! Nice and not easy, but you know, holy shit. Finish the game. I have officially finished this game. Oh my gosh. You see all the Terra Prisms hanging around? Go ahead, everybody say hi. So, you guys are here. I just want to give you guys a big thank you for watching this all the way through. I know this has been a big endeavor to watch through, but I really wanted to share my journey and experience playing through Terraria. As you've seen with all the achievements, this was pretty much my first completion of this, my first actual completion of this game, and I've had a blast. It's a really fun game, and I hope to keep playing it in the future. And you know, it's just been a journey about persevering. If you don't think you're good enough, keep going at it till you're good. And if you still don't think you're good at it, keep doing it. You know, make it an obsession till you're good enough. Until magic happens. Besides that, I think that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what YouTubers do, really. I just want to post this video. All right. Peace. Yeah, well, I mean, this place is also, you know, I think it's fully built, but there's probably room for improvement. But, you know, this is my underground cave. All right. This is my underground cave in a floating castle, so it's not even underground. I don't know. I don't know, man.